Streaming platforms are banking heavily on nostalgia right now. On April 10th, one of the biggest properties of the 2000s makes a massive return with the Hulu and Disney Plus miniseries, Malcolm in the Middle, Life's Still Unfair. To prove this is a legitimate revival, the studio brought back the core cast, starting with the show's namesake, Frankie Muniz. They also secured Bryan Cranston, reviving the role he played long before his career-defining turn as Walter White. And Jane Kaczmarek is returning as the family's fiercely intense matriarch Lois, solidifying the scale of this production. But looking at the final cast list, you'll spot a glaring omission. The fan-favorite younger brother, Dewey, played by Erik Per Sullivan, is completely missing. The studio certainly wanted him back. According to Kaczmarek, they offered Sullivan buckets of money to join the revival. His response was a flat, simple, "No thank you." In an industry where almost every actor jumps at a lucrative reunion, you have to ask why one of television's most recognizable child stars walked away from guaranteed millions and a guaranteed hit. The trajectory of a child actor is notoriously difficult. Many struggle to transition into adult roles, often buckling under public pressure or spending decades clinging to fading industry relevance. This chart maps out exactly how much of his early life was consumed by network television. He spent 7 continuous years playing Dewey, starting at age 7 and wrapping up the role at age 14. After Malcolm ended, he took exactly one more acting job in the 2010 thriller 12. Once that wrapped, he stepped away from the entertainment industry entirely. He systematically erased himself from the public eye. He deleted his online presence, wiping out the social media accounts where he had previously shared nostalgic Malcolm content with fans. He didn't crash out of Hollywood. He meticulously orchestrated a quiet exit on his own terms. Sullivan's disappearance reveals a calculated pivot. He reclaimed his autonomy from a system he no longer wanted to participate in. Over the years, Jane Kaczmarek has been the sole credible source of updates on his life. In 2024, she assured fans that he was doing very, very well. That well-being came from shifting his focus strictly to higher education. His academic pivot started in Los Angeles, where he enrolled at the University of Southern California. To put physical distance between himself and the Hollywood machine, he eventually left the West Coast, moving across the country to Boston. There, he continued his pursuit of academia at the highest level, enrolling at Harvard University. Kaczmarek revealed exactly what he's focusing on in his studies. He is an incredible student, dedicating his time to studying the works of Charles Dickens. Because his boundary with Hollywood is so firm, the studio had to find a physical replacement for the 2026 premiere. They brought in Canadian actor Caleb Ellsworth Clarke to take over the role of Dewey. By walking away, Sullivan achieved a genuine Hollywood anomaly, over a decade of total anonymity. That streak was only broken by a single fan sighting in 2025, where he was spotted grabbing a coffee in Boston, completely at peace. Reflecting on her former on-screen son, Kaczmarek summed up his decision perfectly. So many people think being in show business is the greatest thing in the world, but it's not for everyone. That observation cuts directly against our default cultural assumptions. We are conditioned to believe that fame and visibility are the ultimate goals, and that anyone who achieves them should hold on to them at all costs. Sullivan's exit subverts the tragic child star trope. He established a firm, immovable line between his past public persona and his present private life. By explicitly rejecting a highly anticipated, highly visible reboot, he establishes a completely different template for what a successful child actor looks like today. Walking away from a massive financial offer demonstrates that for Sullivan, the most valuable asset was the absolute freedom to reclaim his own identity. Sullivan gave audiences a character that defined a generation of television, but his ability to leave Dewey as a fond memory and step away to quietly live an authentic private life might be his most impressive act.